Hey yo, Pay here, back on our TF2 Trading video. This is going to be my last video of the series, mainly because I feel like it's getting kind of repetitive because I'm basically just trading normally and I don't really have a set goal. Because the goal that I was trying to get was going to be like a Time Warp All class and either like a Spellbound Misc or maybe getting a Time Warp All class Misc and like a Disco Beatdown All class. But all the green black hole and like time warp all class miscs are like nowhere to be seen, and I can't even get a disco beat down bonk boys, so I guess that's kind of down the drain. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this episode of TF2 Trading, and I'll see you in the video. So this guy was cashing out his Hamburg collection, and I bought a time warp 1 of 1 Hamburg off him. He hadn't listed it yet, so I think I kind of sniped it just before he put it up on the market. But a 1 of 1 time warp spy hat for 115 is actually really good, especially with the mid to high tier hat like the Hamburg. And the good thing about this is, as soon as I bought it like a day later, a buyer came up for 140, and the guys added me to negotiate. I might be able to get him to do 150, so yeah, hopefully he does that. Here it is. Time warp is one of my favorite effects. I mean, I don't play spy much, but it's a pretty nice hat. I can probably get 150 from the dude. If not, I'll just wait for it, because I guarantee I can get at least 150 later if I wait for a few months. I think I just made a pretty good trade for my Cloudy Moon Whoopie Cat. So I sold it for a Tesla coil Viva La France, a Kaleidoscope header defense, a Venice Shot Victory Lap, Professional Kill Streak SMG, and I think that's, yeah, 10 keys pure. So even if you go by bots, there's a bot at 70 on the Viva La France, bot at 21 on the header defense, bot at 24 on the victory lap. I think I bought at 17 on the SMG, and then 10 keys pure. I paid 143 for this, so I'm basically paying bots for this. And I can realistically get about 75 from this, 23 from the header defense, probably 24 from the victory lap. I'm not good at designing taunts. And then like, so that would be about 7 keys profit, 8 keys profit, but I mean, hopefully I get a good deal on these two, then it could be quite a bit of profit. Here's how the Viva La France looks. Not too bad. Tesla coil is going to be one of my favourite effects, and it's on an all class hat. Although it's not my favourite hat, it's still fine, I guess. The price has been going up rapidly in the past, though, like, it went from like 40 keys to 70 keys in like a few months. It's kind of crazy. I guess people have finally caught on to how underrated Tesla coil is, but yeah, it's pretty sick. I just paid 29 keys and 30 RF for a Blizzard Storm Your Baker Boy. It's not a bad quick sell. I like scout hats, and Blizzard Storm on a low tier is pretty nice. It's only 1 key above bot, so if I need to, I'll just do a quick sell for like 31 and I'll make a key and a half profit, but yeah, I think it's a fine quick sell. It's painted black as well, and it looks pretty nice. I'm probably just going to use this as an upgrade because it is kind of pure. So yeah, or someone could pay 32 for it, that'd be nice too. Just bought a duped Cloudy Moon backwards ball cap for 180 pure. I kind of bought this as an investment because I do like the hat a lot and I do like the effect. So I don't mind if I don't make profit for a while on it, because there is a bot at 190, but like, I guarantee this is underpriced. Like, I don't know why is the bot selling it for 190. I guess I just want to quick sell it fast, but yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go up in price soon, and I don't mind keeping it until it does. Here it is. Very nice hat. I'm probably going to keep this for at least a few months, or if someone offers me like 200 pure for it, I'll just take it, but besides that, I'm just going to keep it for now. So this guy had his duped Poison Shadows Officer Shushenka listed at 280 for a bit, and I offered him 270 full pure and accepted it. The weird thing is, he had offers of 280 on his profile, so I'm not sure why he's doing 270 for it. Maybe he wanted pure really fast, but before when he was selling it for 300, he had multiple offers of 280 and he didn't accept it, so I mean, I'm not complaining, still free profit. It is probably Heavy's best hat, and Poison Shadows isn't too bad. Although I haven't had great experiences selling duped Halloweens. I mean, it's not a bad hat, so I mean, I'll at least get an offer of 280 because there's already people that offered 280 pure on that guy, but I mean, it's not too bad. Just sold the Scorching Flames Human Cannibal for 100 keys pure. I mean, it's a pretty good offer. Series bought it like 110 and it wasn't getting any offers at all, so 100 for it's fine by me. I thought this hat was going to be a lot more profitable than it was, but I am reselling my Scorching Flames Das Überstan Mann for 138 keys pure. I paid 135 for it, so it is 3 keys profit, but because Burning had buyers at 155, I expected to get at least that, but I guess not. After a bit of negotiating, I managed to sell my Knife Storm Firewall helmet for 300 keys pure and a Power Surge Attendant. So because I paid 300 for this, I'm basically getting this Power Surge Attendant for free. I'm probably going to sell this for 25 pure, so I just made 25 keys clean on the Knife Storm, which is pretty nice, especially because it was only a few days ago that I bought this, so pretty decent. So this guy was cashing out and he was selling his antifreeze homies, and I paid 95 keys for it. So 95 for an antifreeze scar hat, that doesn't look too bad, it's not a bad price. The bots aren't the best, but if you look at a similar effect which is Roboactive, like it was recently priced at 90, like I think that's a bit low though, it's off a quick sell, and the bots are at 91, so yeah, I think 120 is fine for it, I guess. I'm not sure it looks like. Definitely not my favourite scout hat, but still not bad. I'm probably going to resell this for 110 pure or something, but I don't mind holding it for a bit because antifreeze is going up as well. This guy out of nowhere just offered 12 pure for my Chromatic Corruption Genuine Double Cross Com. I mean, it was worth more than 12, but I was just selling for 12 because I didn't really want it. Like, I mean, it's cool and all, like it goes on Sniper and Spy, but those are my 2 least played classes, so yeah, unfortunate. But 12 is a good price, I think. I mean, there wasn't any sellers on it. There wasn't even any Chromatic Corruption sellers on any type of double cross com, so probably could have got 15 if I waited longer, but don't really care about spells much. I definitely made a mistake buying this duped Poison Shadows Powder Practitioner. I mean, I didn't think it'd be a mistake because I literally saw like multiple sales of 280 pure to 90 pure in the history, and it is a multi-class Poison Shadows in one of one but duped, but I ended up selling it 300 pure. I could have got way more with the spelled Cloudy Moon Sergeant's Jewel hat plus 85 I paid, because I did sell the non-spell one for 250, so kind of a yikes, but at least I made like 15 keys profit on it, I guess. This guy was looking for a pretty nice NG hat, and he ended up offering his Stormy Storm Globetrotter and his Strange Insulated Inventor. I had to negotiate with him for a bit, but that's what we came to. So the Globetrotter, it's not a very nice hat, but it's got buyers 18.8 and 18.18, sorry. And then the insulator has buyers like 3.5, so it's like 21.68. I can probably get 20 out of this, and then yeah, just 3.5 out of the other thing. So I was looking for 23 originally on the header defense, so that is fine, I guess. It is all class and not with a bad effect, but the hat's not very nice despite being a commander grade. I just wish they'd stop making everything like graded, it's not very nice. So I listed this attendant at 25, and I think I might have listed it too low because as you can tell, look at all these bids. 23, 24, 23, and then finally 25 after I told him that there was another bid at 24, so yeah, 25 for it's fine, I guess. It's just 25 keys pure profit on the Knife Storm Firewall. Also just listed this at 71 to get rid of it pretty quick, so it's 5 keys profit. This guy just really wanted it, I guess, but I mean, 71's a good price for it. I paid 66, so 5 keys profit. I mean, it's okay. I kind of don't want another iridescence because it keeps having more low sellers all the time because of all the new unboxes, but yeah, I mean, it's risky, but it pays off, I guess. Found another guy that was cashing out for some reason. He was selling his Scorching Flames boxcar bomber for 127 keys pure. I managed to negotiate him down to 120 full pure, so that's not too bad. I mean, a Scorching Flames all class for 120 is pretty good, especially because my Green Energy one, which is a much lower tier effect, had lots of interest around the 78 to 80 range, so I think it should be fine. I mean, I'll at least get 130 pure on it, even if I only probably have to wait like a week or two for this to sell for a good price anyway. Not a bad hat, not a bad effect. I don't know why they painted it white, it looks kind of weird on this hat, but I mean, I'm probably not going to wear it, so it doesn't really matter to me much. So the guy that I said would probably be interested in the Time Warp Hamburg managed to pay 150 pure for it. Originally he added me to offer 140, but I just asked him if he could do 150 and he instantly accepted it, so yeah, I mean that is 35 keys profit within like a few days, so that is really good. I just bought Scorching Flames Pyromancer's Mask. It's a Misk for Pyro for 525 full pure basically. So I paid 478 keys in pure, and then I paid my Venice Shock Victory Lap, which has valued at bots basically, and my Green Confetti Rotation Sensation, which I valued at quick sell price. It's a pretty good buy, although it is duped. It is only 5 keys above bots, and next sells at 650 for a clean, but I was going to record footage of this, but I accidentally recorded the footage without OBS open, so I didn't record, so kind of a rip, and I ended up selling it like within a few hours, so yeah. Just sold my Victory Lap Unusual Fire for 25 keys pure. I could have held on to this until Halloween, but I guarantee the prices aren't gonna go up any more than they already have for it. So I'm just selling it now because like everyone's trying to buy it and save it for Halloween, but that's just driving the price up way too high, so it's gonna be too high for anyone to actually make any profit on them, so yeah, I'm not gonna use it anyway. Also just made a pretty big bulk trade, sold my Haunted Ghost Big Country and my Green Confetti Large Lich Door for 15, wait, is that 15? Yeah, 15 pairs of earbuds and 19 keys pure. So the earbuds at the time of doing this trade had a buy at 4.5 each, so that is 67.5, and that's basically for the Lich Door. I mean, I had it listed at 70, so 67.5 is fine I guess, and then 19 keys pure is my buyout for the big country, so yeah, that's fine. I just ended up selling all these earbuds to bots anyway, and it took forever because they kept going up and down all the time. It was so annoying. So you know how I said I already sold the Scorching Flames Pyromancer's Mask? I think I got a pretty banger deal on it. So I sold it for a Knife Storm duped Hotties hoodie, 85 keys pure, and a Morning Glory horrific head splitter. So with the Hotties hoodie, he valued it 350 because it is duped, but Spellbound was recently priced like 2 months ago at 400, so I'm just going to price it 350 for now because I should be able to easily get 350 on it. And then the Morning Glory head splitter, I've owned one of these before and it's not the easiest thing to sell, so I'm just going to value it at like 140. Death at Dust does have buys at 145, but I'm not sure why this one's like almost impossible to sell, but yeah, 140. And the A5 pure, that's 575. That is my complete buyout in like quick sell prices. That is pretty dang good. So even if I sell these all for like 140 and 350, which is going to be really easy to get, I'm still making 50 keys profit within a day. That's why I like high tier misks. Some people just pay way too much for them because they're buying them to collect. It's insane. Here is the Hotties hoodie. It is definitely not the best hat, but Knife Storm's always nice. I mean, I understand why it's not the highest tier because like it's barely noticeable. You can only see it from the back, but I mean it's fine I guess. It has a good effect on it, so it should be pretty easy to sell. And the horrific head splitter, decent hat. I mean, be honest, it isn't the best hat, but it isn't the worst either. It's just like a middle of the line one, so yeah, it should be pretty easy to sell. I think I sold my last one for like 130, 140, so even if I sell for 140, I'm making a huge profit. After renegotiating, I managed to get Team Doom's Disco Beatdown Master's Yellow Belt for my clean Claddimoon Tavishes in 65 keys pure. This was a long negotiation because he really wanted 70, or he wanted my Globetrotter plus 50, which is 70, so yeah, I mean, I finally got him to do 65, but it took me like hours. I mean, I did like the Tavish a lot, but there was another sale that was duped at 200 and it was a pain, and this has a much larger margin. I mean, the sales used to be like 230 on this, like literally a month ago, but Disco Beatdown miscs have been going up like crazy recently, so I just took it. And I've already got an offer at 270 pure, so can't go wrong with that. Here is the Master's Yellow Belt. It does look pretty nice. Disco Beatdown is one of my favorite combo effects. I mean, it goes really well with Time Warp, but unfortunately I don't have any Time Warp hats at the moment, so yeah, I just have to make do for now. So I think I made a good trade here, but it is pretty risky. So I've had him at it for a while, known him for a bit, and he wanted to offer on my Knife Storm Double Spell Homies, and he offered a kilowatt Master's Yellow Belt, a 1 of 1 Arcana Lecture's Lit LED, Strange Professional Killstreak Festive Knife, Exorcism Professional Killstreak Strange Machina, and Exorcism Festive Flamethrower. This negotiation did take a while because he is a sniper main, so it's kind of painful for him to let these three go, but managed to get him to get rid of them. So with the Arcana LED, I've had an offer at 350 at quick sell price. I can probably get 400 out of this probably because it is 1 of 1. In Spellbound, which is duped, and 1 of 4 got offered 350 pure pretty easily. So 400 on this. And then the kilowatt belt, I'm just going to value it at 100 because I think I can get that easily. The Machina, it is Firehorn Team Shine, so it's basically the best combo you can get, so I was priced at 45. Then like 30 for the Festive Flamethrower, maybe like 20 for the knife. So it is 568. So it is like 43 keys profit, but that's mainly depending on if I manage to sell this for 400. If I go on the 350 offer, I am losing 7 keys, but I don't think I'll have to end up selling for 350 anyway. So here is the Arcana LED. Not too bad. It's not my favorite hat, but it is 1 of 1, so that's pretty nice. And then the kilowatt belt. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I wish it was a green energy or a scorching flames belt, but I guess it's fine. Found another terawatt Master's Yellow Belt for sale. So he'll just sign it for 100 keys, which is completely fine by me. It's clean and it's only 4 keys above bots. Got a huge margin as well. I'm probably just going to sell it for 125 or something. So this does actually look really good with the LED. I mean, I had this before, but I didn't have an Arcana LED for it, so it does look very nice. I just bought a Scorching Flames Mercs Mohawk for 197 keys pure. It's clean and it's a pretty decent hat with a nice all-class effect. So it's like 10 keys about bots, it sells at 240. You look at burning and it's got bots at, was it 195 I think? Oh, 199 now, so they're going up, but yeah, there's almost no way I can lose any profit on this. Here it is, it's not too bad. If I pair it with the terawatt belt, it does look kinda better, I guess. I mean, I'm probably gonna use this as an upgrade or something, or just sell for pure. Yeah, so I just ended up accepting the 270 pure offer on the Disco Beatdown Master's Yellow Belt. I was trying to negotiate with a few other people with it, but they said just take the 270 because they're not going to beat it, so I just took 270. I mean, that means I got 30 keys profit on the Tavish because like, so with the Tavish I paid 175 and then I added 65, so I paid 240 for this belt basically, so 30 keys profit, not too bad. Just took a pretty risky trade for my Tesla coil with La France. This is another trade that took forever to negotiate because like we had like the worst time zones, like he's in America or something. So I ended up accepting an offer for his Spectral Spectrum Rotten Orange Footprints Cold Killer. His Sinister Staining Bruises Bandana. 47 keys pure, and a Panzer Pants Taunt. So you got the 47. And then if I value these at quick sell price, I could probably get 20 on the Cold Killer, and maybe 8 on the Bruises Bandana, and then 2.5 on the Panzer Pants. I would have accepted 75 pure, so I guess that's fine. This guy just offered a bulk deal for 2 of my hats, so my antifreeze Hermes and my Stormy 13th Hour backed by this Billycock. He offered 365 keys pure. Well, he originally offered 363, but I just got him to add 2 more. But yeah, so I'm making tons of profit on the backed by this Billycock because I basically paid 325 for the Burning Hong Kong coin, and then he added 90. So I paid 235 for this, and I paid 95 for Hermes. Yeah, so I'm making 35 keys on the 2 of them, mainly off the backed by Billycock, but I'm still making 10 keys, like almost 10 keys profit on the Hermes, so that's pretty nice. So the same guy that bulk bought 2 of my things had another Scorching Flames Mercs Mohawk, so now I've got 2. I don't know why he wanted to sell it to me for so low, because like I accepted 195 because I paid 197 for the last one. So yeah, I don't know what's up with the Scorching Flames Mercs Mohawk. Like normally Scorching's above Burning now, but I guess I'll just keep them at 210 for now. Also, I got another of my own hat, so I already bought a Dark Doorway Defragmenting Hard hat for 150. And this guy normally buys stuff from collectors and stuff and resells it, so he just sold it to me for 140 because I already had one. He probably could have got way more than this, but I guess he just likes to get rid of stuff fast. Although I haven't had much luck selling the other one, so this might have been a bad buy or something. This guy just added me out of nowhere and wanted to buy my Morning Glory Horrific Head Splitter. I assumed he was trying to negotiate because he added me, but he just did 140 pure straight away. Not sure why he added me, but I guess that's cool. 140 pure is fine for it, so if I sell the Night Storm Hotties hoodie for 350, I'll be getting the 575 pure price that I was looking for on the Scorching Flames Pyromancer's mask, so that would be pretty sick. So I probably shouldn't have bought this, the Iridescence Roaming Roman. I ended up selling it for a 10k loss. The sales kept going down, and if I look at the sales now, they're about 53, so at least I managed to get 54 out of it, but still, I should not have bought this. Yikes. I just bought a Purple Mercs Mohawk for 100 keys pure. I had a buy order for this, and it's kind of a risky trade, but I'm buying it as an investment. So there is buys at 99 and sells at 105, but I'm just going to hold it until all these low sales go. If they don't, I'm fine with keeping it for a while. If you look at other effects like Green Energy, like it's got sales at 119, sorry. So hopefully they got to that, the Purple Energy sellers, and I can make some profit on it. Otherwise I'll just use it as pure because basically it's just pure. Here it is, not too bad. Mercs Mohawks are pretty decent all class, and Purple Energy is always nice to have. I don't think I'll be wearing in game though because I prefer the Scorching ones if I have to. This guy initially offered 9 keys on my Sinister Staining Bruises bandana, but I just added him and he said he could do 10, so that's pretty sweet. I valued this at 9 in the trade, so yeah, it's nice getting more than that in pure. I managed to sell my Poison Shadows Officer Shushanka for 290 keys pure. He initially offered 285, which I would have taken, but just added him and he was just happy to do 290, so that's pretty sweet. I bought it for 270, so that is 20 keys profit within like a week. I thought it might have been kind of risky because it was duped, but I guess because it's a very nice heavy hat that people are still interested in it. So I submitted a pretty risky trade, but I saw this Knife Storm Stat Shaco on backpack.tf classifieds for 450, and I managed to negotiate him down to 420 after a while. And 420 for a Soldier Knife Storm, that's like really good. The only thing that's bad about it is duped, which is kind of bad, but I mean, I think I can get 500. I've been offered like 450 in mixed spells, but I don't really want to take that because it's too risky. But the buys are obviously low on it because it is a Soldier Knife Storm, but hopefully I get like 500 on it. I have no idea why you'd ever paint this pink, but I guess the previous owner wanted to paint it pink because he owned it for like a year or two, but I'll probably remove that paint. It does not look very nice, but I've never owned a Soldier Knife Storm and it does look pretty nice. Knife Storm isn't my favorite effect, but a lot of people love it, so yeah, hopefully it's not too hard to sell. I just quick sold two of my hats, my Head of Steam brass bucket and my Blizzard Storm Anger. I bought the Anger for 40.1 and I bought the brass bucket for 31, and he paid 42 for the Anger and 32 for the brass bucket, so I'm making 3 keys on this combined. It's not bad. I was mainly doing this to get rid of the brass bucket because it wasn't selling well, but yeah, it's still a profit, I guess. I just sold a few of my things to Honda for 460 keys pure. So I sold both of my Dark Doorway defragmenting hard hat, 17%, my Terawatt Master Sheila belt, my Stormy Storm Globetrotter, and my Blizzard Storm Yo Baker Boy. I mainly did this because of the next trade, which I'll show you just after this. But with the Dark Doorway, he valued at 160, also at 160 the other one, 105 for the Master Sheila belt, and 20 for the Globetrotter, 30 for the Yo Baker Boy. Because he bought all 5 of them at once, I gave him a 15 key discount. But like, I paid 140 for this one, 150 for this one. I paid 100 for this. I valued this at 20 and I paid 29.5 for this. So I made a 20.5k profit out of these 5. I mean, it isn't the best, and all the profit did come basically from the defragmenting hard hats, but I mean, it's not bad. I had a lot of trouble selling these two, and these two weren't selling at all. I had a lot of offers of like 100, 100, 102 on this, but I mean, might as well just bulk sell it because he was mainly interested in the belt and the defragmenting hard hats anyway. So the reason I've been trying to gather pure recently is because this 1 of 1 Arcana Glasgow Great Helm. So this guy used to have him added, and I saw that he had a note for 400 pure on this, even though I didn't have it listed, so I added him, and he said he could still do 400 after a bit of negotiation. So 400 for a 1 of 1 Arcana. As you might remember, I had the 1 of 1 Tamasheta. It was also Arcana for demo. I bought that for 300, basically valued that at 350. But because the Glasgow Great Helm is like a mid tier or even a high tier in some cases, I think it's got great potential. Like the Tamasheta was a low tier hat, and this is 1 of 1, and although it was priced like half a year ago at like 250-ish, I think it's worth way more than that now. Had a few people like value at like 450, 500, someone's valued at 550. So I'm thinking that I could just use this in an upgrade or maybe downgrade it to another Arcana or something. Yeah, I think I made a pretty good buy on this. Here it is. It is a pretty nice demo hat. I've never actually owned an unusual one of these, but it kind of looks like the blast defense kind of, but yeah, it's a decent demo hat. Goes kind of with the demo night theme. And although I don't really play demo much because I am absolutely horrible at him, it's still a decent hat. I'll probably have to find a nice demo main to sell this to because I can definitely get like 500 pure at least on it. That's pretty sweet. So some of you might know that I do not like strangers at all, but I mean, when I'm offered a green AG at a site that's strange for 75 keys, it's literally 4 keys over normal bots, so I'm not going to decline it. So the normal bots are 71 and I'm picking this up for 75. And it's got robots destroyed, damage dealt and kills, which are like 3 of the best parts, especially for demo. I mean, I should be able to get like at least 80 on this even if I quick sell it, so. They seem to think that the part's at about 5 keys and Stranger has about 5 keys, but I'm not sure about that because I don't really train Strangers, but it doesn't really matter to me. Definitely do prefer the Glasgow over this, but it still is a decent hat. I've never actually owned, I think I've owned one of these before. I've owned like a Haunted Phantasm one like almost a year ago now. It's a pretty nice hat. I never actually wore the Haunted Phantasm one because I didn't really like the effect much and I didn't play demo. But yeah, Green Angel is a nice effect as well. So I know what you might be thinking. Why is there 3 Gilded Guards in the trade window? Well, I found a collector who ironically I actually sold the Missy Skull one which is this one. Yeah, so I sold it to him last December actually for 150 pure, and he decided to cash out, and I saw his listings and I sniped a few of them. So I'm buying his Mrs. Skull 1 of 1 Gilded Guard, which I paid like 80 for like a year ago, but sold it for 150, and now I'm buying it back for 155. So that might not sound like a good deal, but Mrs. Skull has gone up a ton since then. Also buying his Frostbite Gilded Guard and his Roboactive Gilded Guard. So I am paying 155 on this Mrs. Skull, paying 80 on this Gilded Guard, 85, yeah, and I'm paying 90 on the Roboactive, I believe. So I'm paying 330 for all these. By God, they can realistically sell by maybe 100 on the Frostbite one. I can probably actually get like 200 on the Mrs. Skull one now. And then I've already been offered like 90 nicks on this, which is okay I guess, but I'm looking for more. Like 100 maybe. That is 70 keys profit out of 3 hats. I mean, I guess he just went pure fast because he was saying pure only, non-negotiable, but he negotiated because I bought 3 of them. But yeah, that's pretty sick. Here is the Frostbite one. Frostbite, although I think it is kind of an overrated effect because it is kind of just a bit like steaming and just a bit blue. Still a pretty decent effect I guess by itself. Also goes pretty well with other effects, but I don't have any combo effects with it. Then you have the Mrs. Skull one. Decent. Already owned it before. You probably haven't seen it though because it was in my one of my first ones. Then the where's the Roboactive one? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's decent. Roboactive's not my favourite effect to be honest, but it does pair pretty well with like Circling Heart and all that. I just don't have any Soldier Mystics at the moment. Just buying 2 more of his Gilded Guards. You probably saw them before because I accidentally massed over them, but he decided to cash out even more of his Gilded Guards. So his Disco Beatdown Gilded Guard, getting it for 1 key above bots. Stormy Storm 2 keys above bots. Not too bad. I should maybe be able to profit on these. I mean, I'm fine with keeping them for now. You should have seen the people's faces when I logged onto Firepower and there was 5 Gilded Guards in the trade inventory. They're like, what are you doing with 5 of them? But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Hopefully I can get some interest on these, but if not, I'll just use them for upgrades or something. I mainly bought these because these were like the most sellable of his Gilded Guards because he still has like Cloud9 and Nuts and Bolts and all that, but like, I'm not going to touch those. They're like 1 key between buys and sellers. They're not very nice. Then the Disco Beatdown. Got to be the most underrated effect in the game still, even though it's kind of talked about all the time. Goes really well with other effects, but yeah, unfortunately I don't have anything to combo with it at the moment. So it's pretty sick though. I hope you guys enjoyed this trading series and hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe. I will most likely be starting the next series like next year sometime. But yeah, if you guys want me to start a certain amount, because I was considering starting at like 10 or 15 keys so that I could have more of a challenge, because like I think I started this challenge at about 400-ish keys like about a year ago, and now I'm up to, realistically, because this was recorded a bit ago, so now I'm up to almost 3,000 keys. So yeah, I mean if I start 10 or 15 it'll be a much harder challenge, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and there'll be like a poll in the description or whatever, and just choose what you want me to start on, and see you next time.